Okay, so once you log in, you probably won't see that. You'll probably see this. And this is your admin. And again, you're really only going to be worried about posting to the blog. If you're going to edit any pages, you can go here. Let me know before you do that. And you're also going to be adding to the calendar, the ME calendar. Okay, so I'm going to show you the post, put that in one video, and then I'll do the ME calendar in another. Okay. Um, so one way you can kind of check to see if your website's working through this is just kind of this black bar is your admin bar. You can see you're signed in right now, and I'm going to click that little button there, and it should show you what the website looks like, and still have this black bar up here. Okay. So I want to go back to admin, so I'm just going to click that again. And what you're really worried about today for the blog posts are these. Okay. Well, I'm going to go to all posts because what we have, and I'm just going to delete this one. This was another one I was working with earlier. But what we have are the posts that are in your blog right now. Okay, so if we go to your blog, those are the 5 posts that are in there. So I've made this little clone tool for you so you can just clone it or copy it and then rip the content out and put your own content in. It's going to be the easiest way to do it. So I'm just going to go by latest post, or you can go to whichever post you want to, but I'm going to use this one, and you'll notice that I'm just going to click clone. Alright, and you'll see it's in draft mode. That means that's the copy. So I'm just going to edit this one. And the first thing we need to do is rename this. So I'm going to call it test post. Okay, make sure you're all consistent here. And we want to change this as well because this is going to be the name of the page, and to make it kind of work with SEO and just be easier to find for the page, I'm going to just call it test post. So whatever you name this, it's best to name it this, and you have to put a dash in between words. So if we're going to go to or write any more, excuse me, I would need to put a dash in there, but I'm just going to call this test post and click OK. Alright, see, that's the name of your page. That's what it's going to be right now. And then if we kind of scroll down, now you might not have the Fusion Builder open, but it should be. If you see it this, then you can't really edit it. So we need to edit it with Fusion Builder. Okay. So if you see this, all this gobbledygook here, you want to click that, and you should get this. Now, this is all the textual or all the content for the post right here. And I'm going to go ahead and edit this. Now, what I usually do is, and I recommend this, is to type it into Word first. Okay, so type the post into Word, and this is something I wrote for another class, so it's just kind of taking up space in the blog, and I'll get rid of it once we're done. But so type it in Word, that way you can spell check it and whatever you need to do, and then I'm just going to copy it out of Word. Okay, and then here is the one that I don't want because it's a copy of that other one, so I'm just going to take all that out. Okay, and then I'm just going to paste it in here. Okay, so there's my content, my textual content. Okay, and you might take spaces out. Try to format it as close as you can in Word. And you'll notice we have some formatting options. The best is to kind of toggle this little bar open so you have all the options open. And you're going to notice that when I highlight this, it says paragraph. Well, paragraph has been already kind of templated for you, so that's going to be a certain size and a certain font. But let's say we want this to be larger. I recommend we use 3 for the headlines and paragraph for all the textual content. And if you have smaller text, then you can try heading 6. Okay, so you can kind of go through those and just kind of see how they format. But let's say we want to bold parts of it like that. It's just kind of like using Word. We can create colors and different italic and formatting and bulleted Okay, but let's say we want to add an image in here as well. So I'm going to add media. Okay, add media means I'm going to add a picture right here. So I'm going to add media, and I'm going to go to upload. So you want to get your images ready before you do this, if possible. And I'm going to select, and we want to make the images pretty small. This one's kind of big, so if you have some type of editing program, you kind of want them to be, yeah, about like that size. So let's say it's 250 by 127, but it's up to you how what you want to do, what you want to use in here. Let me resize this window. So right now I'm getting ready to upload this image. Okay, so I'm just going to pick the image I want. I'm going to pick this one, and I'll hit open, and it's going to upload it to my media library. You'll see it populate right there, and I'm going to add it into this post. Now I can dictate what size I want it in here from right there, and I can align it to the right, left, or center. Let's just align it to the left for now, and keep it at full size, which is 400 by 287. That's pixels. And then I'm going to insert it into post. Okay. Now what happens is it aligns it over here, but you can see your text running around it. So if you right click, you can tell it to run the text all the way around it. So there are some formatting options for that. So I'm going to use this, actually this one, and that will push that text down here. Okay, so just kind of play with your text alignment by doing a right click or a click on it, and you can kind of format those. Okay, and I hit save. Okay, so we have our headline, we have our name, the name of or the link for our post. We got to simplify that, however, whatever your title is. We've put in new content, and we want to make sure that we change this feature image, because this is what will show up at the top. So don't change any of this, but let's say that I want to put a new image here for the main image, and you always have to have a featured image the way I have this set up. So I'm just gonna go to, let's say, freestockimages.com. Okay, here you can just find all kind of images that you can use for yourself. Actually, that's not it. So let's just go to Google, just so I can show you how this works. And I'll send you some links to some free images. But let's just go find something, and our post is regarding, mine's prototyping, but let's just say, let's nest egg. And I'll send you some links so you can go find some imagery for that. I'm just going to go to here, and let's just find something that's a decent size, like let's just take that one. And I'm going to save this, so you can right click and save the image as, okay, or you can just download it to wherever. So I'm going to use this as a blog post, and I'll call it nest egg, and really should have a JPEG or a PNG to do this. There we go. So it's downloading into my folder. So I want to upload that, and it needs to be set to featured image 1. Okay, so here's my blog, the textual content, and I added that picture, and now I want to upload a featured image. Okay, so let me upload that, and there it is right there. So just make sure you download it somewhere where you can find it. And I have this image, this main image, to set to 640 by 480. So you can upload any image size, really. So I'll just insert it. Okay. So that's going to be my main image. This is my content for the blog. And if we look again, you'll see I have text and an image in there. And then after that, after we get everything in there, then we need to publish it. It will not show up unless we publish it. Now it's automatically going to go into your blog area. I'll show you that here in a second. So to preview it, I'm just going to click back on that button. And I'm going to go to the blog. Okay, and you'll see there's my latest post right there. Okay, so basically what happens is the newer posts go first and it pushes the older posts down further. Okay, and you can take a look at the post by just clicking. Okay, and there's your post with the content in it. Okay, and if you want to share it to Facebook or LinkedIn, you can click this button, but you have to be sure that you're signed in to your account on any of these in order for that to happen, and then it'll just share it to that social media channel, which is kind of nice. I'll just show, for instance, I'll just go here, and it's going to post to my page. That's fine. Just a test post, and I'm going to share to my page. So you have to say something about it. Let's just put it on my story, and then I'll just click paste. Now let's put it in the newsfeed so we can take a look at it. And then you're just going to post to Facebook, and it'll post to your timeline. Okay. And if I go back to Facebook, under my timeline, so let me go to my personal timeline. There it is, right there. And you can share it to any other timeline you want to. Okay, so you can share it, but yeah, make sure you're signed in to your account. Okay, all right, so there we go. So let's go back. Let's say we want to go back to the blog just to check everything, and you can always go in and edit this. Let me show you another way. You can see we have a headline and then the date it was published. So make sure you title it, something effective. And we'll go to the post again. Let's say we need to edit this. Maybe there's something wrong with it. Maybe we don't want that bold. Well, we can go actually here. It's a little quicker to get back to it. I'm just going to go to edit post. And then I'll just go back into my content, which is right here. This really I got to worry about is just the content. Let's take the bold off, and let's make the color, again, we can toggle these switches to get more options, and let's just make it black and hit save. And anytime you hit save, you have to update or publish, otherwise it will not work. Okay, and then you can also view the post again from this button. There we go, and if we look, you can see that actually this text looks like it's a little gray, a gray color, but that's black. So you can go ahead and fix that kind of stuff. It's easy to format, and also we can share, and then down here will be related posts to that. So that's how you do it. Get in, do some test posts. Actually, I want to edit this post because I do not want it showing up in your blog. So one way to do that is I'm going to go to all posts here. So if you create something you don't want, then you can click it and then move it to the trash, and then it will not show up within your blog. Okay? Alright, so that's for blogging. Hope that made sense.